Alright, so as I was starting to say in the last video, when it was cut off because of the time limit, I think that it's the younger people who are even more under the spell of Apple and the iPhone, of course. I mean, certainly not to diminish, the how many older people there are who are also under the spell of Apple. No doubt whatsoever, but I say this because it's even more backward that the younger generation is are the ones who are maybe quite likely buying even more iPhones, pro iPhone, since the iPhone is the more antiquated one. But I pose a question to the older generation. Well, not so much a question, but I as I already have said, I say again that, you remember back 30 years ago, and you remember how it was, and you know that what I'm saying now is true, that people, of course, in 1992 or even one, we're not still saying about the old 80s brick phones that they were innovative and the most modern and whatever, and they were not enthusiastic about them at that point. And the issue is so messed up now. It's practically like, I as you can clearly tell, I kind of quote unquote resent it. How would you feel if the vast majority of the population were so completely opposite to your opinion on something? And you have to keep watching all these ads all the time, saying these things that are so opposite to your opinion. How would you feel? These companies constantly, the iPhone always being the only phone that can possibly be shown, not just in ads, but anywhere, any photo. Practically most photos. When you look at a website, when you look at any graphic depicting a phone, any still picture you see depicting a phone, whether it's an ad or not, on the internet, that they have posted there for an article or for anything, it is always an iPhone. Okay, so that's another observation. But what I was starting to say before, another observation about something that drives me crazy, of course. It just furthers what I was saying before about it always being an iPhone in the ads. It's even worse than that. But anyway, what I was starting to say before is that the issue is so messed up with the iPhone and the younger generation that in high school, the kids with the iPhones have even bullied the kids who didn't have the iPhones. The stupid iPhone is the status phone in this country. And people are so whatever about the stupid iPhone that they are mean. They give other kids a grief for having the more innovative phones, the budget phones, which were or are. This is something I heard back 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But anyway, back then already, of course, the budget phones had the more innovative aesthetic. They didn't have this bezel. They shrank the bezel. But you don't care about that. Clearly you don't care. You couldn't possibly care less about that. You just want it to be the iPhone. You don't really care about the notch because the iPhone has the notch. So you're just fine with a big notch on the iPhone. But again, there are other things besides that about the iPhone that are more traditional, but I'm not gonna. There's just too much to say about it, so I'm gonna continue what I was saying before. So that's how it is. Everyone in this country has to be so pro iPhone. It feels like it's at the point of feels like the YouTube has its algorithms, that AI algorithms that search for certain words. So I can only think of one word which would get the point across, but I'll spell it. It feels like D-I-S crimination. D-I-S crimination. I mean, I know it's not, and I mean, I don't mean to compare it to whatever, but think about it. Think about when the whole vast majority of the population has to do something. They just have to do that, even though it doesn't really make, I mean, you're in just a small minority, and you don't care about futuristic things. You can never use a word like incredible or amazing or all these words they have to use before the word iPhone. You can never use it about anything else. Only ads you see. For the past week, been going to websites, and all it is, of course, is saying, get the iPhone SE. It's exciting. It's only $50, so you're all gonna get it, aren't you? Get this stupid ancient thing. Like people in 2001 rushing out and buying a bunch of 80s brick phones. How about using these glowing adjectives for something else? And stop thinking that stopping and not continuing to think that the iPhone is the most innovative thing. Why don't you use these adjectives for something else and stop using them for the damn iPhones and other Apple things and the other commercials for the Android phones. They should call this out. I cannot stand the idea of you people so buying into this. You people who can only think of Apple, and now here they are coming at you with the iPhone SE is amazing. This baby's toy thing is amazing. And the iPhone again, and keep coming out with these stupid adjectives. Incredible, epic. And the other phones can't say. They can't say this about any other phones. See it. See. Look at it. Open your eyes and you'll see what I'm saying is true. Why don't they use these words about something else, something innovative? Stop it with this stagnation on Apple. There are other really cool, futuristic things. Why don't you get excited about those? You know, game-changing innovations, so to speak. But no, it's always about the Apple. They're just coming back with more of these stupid. Stop acting. You've succeeded. You have succeeded completely and utterly in driving me crazy. When will it ever be? Enough. Never. I'll move to Europe. And then they'll go all iPhone crazy over there. I can't live in this country anymore. My native. I'll move somewhere else. Then they'll go. The iPhone sales will go way up, and everyone will start saying the same about Apple over there. And nothing else but Apple. Nothing else. There's no other innovations that equal the damn iPhone. So I'll move there. Then they'll go all iPhone over there. And then I'll move. And I'll eventually just be living. I'll have to move out to a desert island.